March of this year that governs those things, and it reads the same as the law that deals with usual. How am I wrong on that? I just looked at the law. You're telling me I'm wrong, but the federal court is telling me that you guys are wrong and I'm right. Every single time that happens. No, I'm just telling you. Every single time the federal court agrees with me and not with the city of Tucson. We can agree on that. That the federal court agrees with me and not you. My question is, if you're supposed to be that distance from a bus bench, how come there's not a sign on every single bus bench in the city of Tucson that says that?
Spell out.
You do. According to this federal court, you do. So you don't agree with the federal court. The federal court says you have to do that. And the city actually does have a bunch of signs everywhere. There's signs all over this place. Yeah, and it's because the federal courts require the government to post the signs.
So there's not a speed limit sign between here and there. You could probably speed because of no signs.
No.
Exactly.
No, because there is posted signs. Here, like right there, I can see it. 25 miles an hour. There's posted signs. But there's not one bus bench in the whole city of Tucson that has a sign on it that says you can't be within 10 feet of it. Not one bus bench in the entire city. It says no trespassing. And what does that mean? Does trespassing mean you have to stand 10 feet away? Because I don't think that's what that means. If you read the trespassing statute, that's clearly not what that statute means.
I don't think the city of Tucson cares what you think.
I know they don't. That's why the only thing that matters is what the federal court thinks, and the federal court agrees with me. So then that means you have to do what the federal court says.
Why are you talking to me?
Why am I talking to you? Because you're a government official.
So if you think the federal court holds all of the
Civil
authority,
servant.
why are we having this conversation?
The federal court does hold the authority, which is why.
Go talk to them then.
Which is why all of this is going on. Which is why I can stand right here without fear of arrest, because y'all didn't post no sign. Which is why I can stand right. You see your line is over here.
Lawyer? Oh no, I'm my own lawyer now. You're on lawyer? Okay, got it.
Yeah,
I would hire him in a heartbeat.
You'll do much better on your own, I'll tell you that.
We'll see you next year.
Okay, so for something like that, I'm almost willing to bet my nuts to a $2 bill that the federal court is going to say that there needs to be a sign there in order for you to enforce that. Okay, you have to notify the public. That's your job as a government.
How do you know about it?
How do I know about it? Because that's my job, is to know what you're supposed to do.
So you've been notified.
That's my job. To know exactly what you are required to do.
You and every other citizen.
And as it says here, like I said, as I'm standing right here, the black line, and you can't arrest me for that because it says it right here.
Gentlemen, have a great
You're
night.
not allowed to close any area of the sidewalk without posting it as closed to all citizens. This is the federal court's order. It shouldn't be hard for you as a cop to follow a court order, okay? All right, well, I'm just making sure you're doing your job, because it doesn't matter to me. I'll just sue you, and you can keep paying me. You know what I mean? It don't matter. Hey, I love it. You know what I mean? I love getting paid. But not only that, I'm also going to report you people to the federal government, because it's a crime to violate someone's constitutional rights. It's a crime. So you like committing crimes. I thought you were a cop. I thought you swore to uphold the law. So you swore to uphold the law, but you violate 18 U.S.C. Section 242 all the time. You don't care about violating that law. Okay, just trying to figure out if you cared whether or not you violated that law, because it seems like none of you guys care about that. And your job is to follow the Constitution of the United States, right? You keep saying that, but you're going to do it the way I'm interpreting it, because the federal court agrees with my interpretation. So then that means you're going to do it exactly how I'm telling you to do it, because if you don't, you're going to be violating the Constitution of the United States, and I'm going to sue you, and the federal court is going to slap you in your face and make you do exactly what you're supposed to do. Like, why would you want to keep going through this? Like, I'm never going to stop suing you people. I'm never going to stop enforcing the Constitution on you. So it's either, you got two choices. Either just follow the Constitution, in which case you don't got to deal with me, or I'm going to be in your face every day. I mean, it's up to you. Well, every time you come right here on this sidewalk, you got to deal with me. Because basically, I own this sidewalk. If you don't believe me, ask Christopher Avery. Okay, I own this. Who's Christopher Avery? He is the principal assistant attorney for the city of Tucson. Or you can ask Mike Rankin. I'm sure you know who he is. Or you can ask Captain Webb. I'm sure you know who he is. And all of those guys are going to tell you, I own this sidewalk.
I don't think so.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. If not, like I said, you can always come down here and arrest me. You know what I mean? For being past this line or whatever you guys decide. And then we can go to court and it'll be shown that you were out of line. You know what I mean? And you'll give your whole city a black eye. What do you mean, why are we talking? So I don't have a First Amendment right to talk to my government concerning the issues that I feel that the government is doing something wrong? I believe the actual phrase is a right to petition the government for a redress of grievance. I believe that's the exact phrase. I don't have that right. Remember, you're on tape.
Are you petitioning me?
I'm allowed to. You're a government official. I'm allowed to question you concerning...
Public servant.
Like I said, you're a government official. I'm just trying to find out what my government is doing. I have every right to question you concerning your behavior and concerning who you're arresting and why you're arresting. So that is legal for me to do. You don't think so?
If I'm arresting you, it's none of their business.
No, actually it is. It is. According to the Supreme Court of the United States, it is. Maybe you need to go back and study the law.
I can't tell them their business.
I didn't say you can. That's not what I
That's
said.
what we're talking about.
But
If they come up to me and ask me why I'm arresting you, I can't tell them because it's your business. It's not
okay,
their
well,
business.
I can ask you, if you're arresting somebody on this sidewalk right here, I got every right to ask you what you're
You
doing.
can ask.
I have every right to
But
demand and
I
know.
can't tell you unless you use me or
Well, if that's
protecting his rights.
if that's how you feel about it,
That's
but
not how I feel. That's the law.
no, actually, it's not. Anybody who gets arrested, that's public record. Okay, an arrest is public record. So that means anyone can look that up. Anyone. Yeah, we're talking about public record. If you arrest someone, that is public information. Totally public. That's why you guys give that information to the media all the time.
And I'm allowed to give you that public information.
Yeah, you guys do every day. I see cops talk to the media every day about people they arrest. I see cops talk to the media every day about crimes that are going on in the city because people have a right to know that, sir. If you don't believe they have that right, maybe you should move to China because you shouldn't live in the United States if you believe that.
You tried to change the topic to something different.
No, my topic is still putting signs up to where you're notifying people of what the law actually requires, which is what the Supreme Court of the United States requires governments to do. To me, it's simple. I don't see how it's so difficult for you people to follow the Constitution of the United States. You expect me to follow every one of the laws of the state of Arizona, and there's 10 million laws in Arizona. Arizona has 10 million laws. Me, all I expect you to do is follow 27 amendments. If you can't follow 27 amendments, there's a serious problem. Serious, especially if you're requiring all of us to follow 10 million laws. I'm sure you can see the problem. Or you can't see the problem.
Intelligent conversation can't be right.
I just asked you. Okay, well, have a nice night. Just make sure you don't arrest nobody for sitting at these tables, because if you do, you'll have to answer in the federal court. Okay?
It's a true story. Have a great night, gentlemen. Stay safe.
Hey.